It's always a little sad when I think about Horizon 2. This is the only title from the franchise I didn't play at launch, and really the only one I didn't 100%. Ended up getting it right before Horizon 3 released, and to be honest, you can thank Horizon 2 for my channel being here now. I loved my time in FH2 so much that I decided to pre-order 3, and man, Australia was truly a vibe. I already went back and made videos on FH3 and FH4 in 2024. If you saw those, you probably guessed I'd be returning to this game at some point. And one thing I thought of was the last time I streamed this game's multiplayer, which was in 2020. Man, that feels like such a long time ago, but I remember the final moments of that stream. Just after racing, we parked together and chilled for a final moment. And it just made me think about that reality of whether it's something insignificant, like, just playing one of your favorite video games online, or something more important, like hanging out with some of your best friends or close family members. Sometimes you don't realize that might be the last time. And in that moment, you'll never know it. And that's why it's just so important to enjoy and appreciate everything that you care about. I don't know why I'm getting so deep with this, but I'm sure most of you are aware that in 2023, last year, along with the OG Horizon, FH2 online servers were unfortunately shut down. So if you fire up your game, you'll notice right away in the main menus the social, clubs, rivals, and marketplace tabs are all grayed off. And even though the community tab isn't, you won't be able to download any tunes or paints because that was all connected to the servers. Some people, I'm sure, will wonder, is it even possible to still get this game? Maybe you never played it before, and the answer is no, but yes. No, if you're on any platform that isn't an Xbox with a disc tray, because its digital version, along with all its DLC, has been delisted from the Microsoft Store since it hit end of life back in 2018. That was 4 years after it released globally. But if you have an Xbox One or Series X, you can find physical copies and play FH2 on disc. I actually happen to have sealed copies of the Day 1 and 10-year anniversary editions. These were not easy to find, and there was also a 360 version, which I have never tried personally, but I heard it was garbage compared to the Xbox One version, so I'm not going to speak on it, but anyone that's played both, maybe you can let us know down in the comment section what you thought of the 360 version. This game released just after the Xbox One console had become available, so they made the title for both platforms. I highly recommend playing on an Xbox One or Series X if possible. And at this point, it might seem like I'm trying to tell you this game isn't really necessarily worth trying in 2024 and beyond, but that is far from the case. Even though you can't play online with your friends, the DLCs are gone, etc., it still has a really enjoyable single-player experience. And you can find this game for under $20 US. When you first load up, you spawn at a car meet, and this was a really cool feature where you could showcase your car. Sometimes your character might be taking photos of it, and something we haven't seen in any Horizon after this. The only downside, and it's because of the online servers getting shut down, you can't download tunes and paints from here anymore. You can still buy cars directly from this spot if you see something you like, but once you leave the car meet and hop into free roam, this is what it's all about. This should immediately put a smile on your face. The map is beautiful, and in my opinion, this game had the best highway stretches of any Horizon. The map feels interesting, doesn't matter where you are, and some people might find this as a negative. At first, you'll definitely notice the 30 frames per second, especially if you're used to 60 or better, but after you drive around for a bit, I promise you'll forget about it. If you've ever played any of the Horizons, you know how good the handling model is. The physics are super smooth, and that's like the most important aspect of a racing game. I do find 3 through 5 to be a little bit better, each in their own way, but FH2 was a huge step forward from the OG Horizon. The other thing is the drivatars in this game are actually pretty competitive. They're not miserable like they are in Horizon 5, so overall the driving experience is extremely fun and exactly what you'd expect from playing newer Horizons. This game took place in different parts of Europe, and it just has a great mixture of environments, long straights where you can full send it, cities where you can enjoy a nice cruise, and everything in between. It has cars that we may never see again in a future Horizon, like the Mercedes-Benz SLR and the Tesla Model S. There's a pretty lengthy single player where you'll have plenty of racing championships to keep you busy, along with road trips in between, and of course, my favorite part of Horizon, the reason that Horizon I think is one of the best racing games, is the free roaming. I hop in this game randomly, literally just to cruise. It's extremely relaxing, and again, it's just such a beautiful map to explore. The weather effects were damn good for 2014 standards, and damn, this game is 10 years old this year. I really wish I would have cared to get all the DLCs back when they were still available. I passed on the original Fast and Furious, and I passed on the Porsche expansion. For some reason back then I just didn't care about them. And like I mentioned, all the DLCs were delisted. It is impossible to get them now. So don't feel bad, like most of you, I'll probably never get to experience them. Like realistically, the only possible way would be if there's any kind souls out there that own these expansions. I mean, you could hook your boy up and entrust me to play them on your account. That would be absolutely amazing. I know it won't happen, but heck, you know where to find me. The good news is I did get my hands on the Storm Island expansion before it was delisted. I never actually beat it, but the weather effects and the uniqueness of it back in the day certainly made it fun. Honestly, if you'd ever like to see me stream it, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to do so. I'd also like to point out, I hear people complain about the car packs we've been getting in FH5. Look at how many car packs there were in FH2. People act like this hasn't been a thing in Horizon when it pretty much has since the beginning. Not to mention, older games like this did not have free monthly updates where we got free cars literally every single week. But like I mentioned at the start, this was the only Horizon I never truly mastered, never beat it, never 100% it. I was heavy into Call of Duty from about 2010 to 2015, so Horizon 2 kind of floated under the radar for me. But I eventually got bored of COD, found FH2 in 2016, played it, loved it, found out Horizon 3 was about to release in a couple months, and here we are. The rest is history. Make sure to check out my Horizon 3 in 2024 video review. If you're a newer Horizon player, I promise you'll enjoy that. Also comment, let me know, did you play FH2 at launch in 2014? Have you ever tried it? Let me know your thoughts on the game. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. We are so close to 90,000 subscribers. But that's all I got. I'm out. I will see you on the next one.